Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. My name is Jay DeRozier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, well, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
I swear, more and more, I love that intro music more and more. Like it just slaps. Like Will Smith, it slaps. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. My name is Jay DeRozier. We on an episode, whatever number it is, who cares? Just keep watching. We appreciate you. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to our new listeners, our returning listeners, to those who like, share, subscribe, comment, repost, leave hateful comments, leave loving comments, all of that. We appreciate, I should say, the engagement. Secondly, I should say thank you very much to none other than the voice in the sky, the producer, Mr. Podcast Dr. Phil.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phil has seen the breakdown this episode. I obviously seen the breakdown this episode. Just going to be honest with y'all, this is going to be exactly what the intro says. It's going to be a long one. Oof. It's going to be a very interesting one. But it's going to be a very much serious and sarcastic one at the same time. It's going to be the perfect mesh of what this podcast is about. You guys get to see it firsthand on this episode. So, first things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mr. Take that. Diddy has finally been arrested and indicted for multiple counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, what else? Drugs, freak-offs, kidnapping. Sexual assault. It's a long list of what was it? Conspiracy, if I'm not mistaken, and transportation to engage in prostitution. I believe was one of those charges as well.
Driving a hose,
boats and hoes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know what this Diddy indictment stems from, let me take you guys back about 9 months ago. Because we are in September. So 10 months ago, I should say. Because in December of 2023 is when this whole thing kicked off, when Cassie was brave enough to file a lawsuit against Diddy and finally took a stand for a lot of victims or alleged victims that went through years and decades of abuse and other nonsense that Diddy has allegedly has been given them. Let's also speak about, how do I say this? Let me also speak about, before I play this clip, you guys are going to hear the word freak off. Even though you guys hear this word, I want you guys to take it as seriously as possible. To those, I probably should have started this topic by saying trigger warning. This clip is going to be a trigger warning as well. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to hear a breakdown of the charges and the alleged crimes that Diddy has committed to land him in this spot. Phil.
Freak-offs were elaborate and produced S performances that Combs arranged, directed, pleasured himself during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs transported commercial S workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial S workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims to keep them obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of them engaging in S acts with commercial S workers. After freak-offs, Combs and victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use.
Okay,
Members of the Combs enterprise facilitated the freak-offs.
Crazy.
Yeah,
we can stop this. For a lot of people who are probably listening to this or have not seen that clip of the gentleman explaining all the crimes that Diddy has been alleged to commit, that person speaking was Torre. If you guys don't know who Torre is an American journalist. He's worked with the likes of MTV, Playboy, The New Yorker, Time Magazine, Ebony Magazine, The Washington Post. Dang, I know a lot about Torre. How did I pull that off the top of my head?
I know, right?
Torre also, I know something special like he does right now. Oh, he serves on the committee, the nominating committee of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's one of the people who actually got Jay-Z into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So shout out to that. But yeah, thank you to Torre for the explaining all of that. He's also, he's basically a cultural critic, music journalist. He's one of the first hip hop journalists, similar to Elliot Wilson. So, anyways, Torre explained all of that freak off stuff and everything that's been going on with Diddy. The reason why I wanted that video to play, thank you, Phil, for finding that video as well. I want you guys to understand the magnitude of what Diddy's going through right now. I also want to say this because it wasn't in that video. When the Southern District of New York and the feds pretty much arrested Diddy, they also seized his passports. When I mean his passports and his family's passports, I mean his mother's passport, his daughters. He has 2 twin daughters. I think they just graduated from high school, not like a couple months ago. Seized their passports. Diddy has a newborn baby that's not even a year old. They seized the baby's passport. Like, they made sure nobody with the Combs last name is not leaving the country, period. I want people to understand how serious that is. If you guys don't notice, the feds, aka the federal government, has a 95% conviction rate. So that means they don't bring up charges unless they know everything is like,
they got you.
They got you. Like, they straight up got you. There's no way of getting out of it. And in Diddy's situation, he was denied bail not only on Wednesday, but also on Thursday. This is serious. I want people to understand, like, there's been rumors for years in the music industry about what Diddy has done or what he does in the background, what he allegedly puts people through. And everyone kind of like was just, oh, this is just a joke. There's a running joke that, oh, Diddy is, a freaky ass nigga. Oh, Diddy, it's a running joke that, 50 Cent hates Diddy because he thinks Diddy's on some weirdo shit. Phil, would you believe me if I told you back in 2003 when 50 Cent had came out, he was like, he ain't really fucking with Diddy type shit, that 20 years later, that 50 Cent was right the entire time?
Yeah, I would believe it. Because this guy was so arrogant, he would be out in the open. Mm-hmm. This was a running joke that his parties were crazy. Here, watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you
get a drink on his head?
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
It's crazy. And then Phil, I feel exactly what you're saying about like how arrogant he is and how arrogant he has been. Yo, the thing that's kind of like the red herring for me, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, is the fact of when the Cassie video came out, he claimed that was like a one-time issue. Like, yo, he's fucked up in the head. Like, he hit rock bottom, blah, blah, blah. And that was only like a couple of months removed from him saying that everything Cassie was saying was a lie and was false. Mm-hmm. Look where he's at now. Yo, the feds said that they have multiple witnesses that are willing to testify. And they also, I think they also subpoenaed a bunch of other witnesses who were trying to refuse to testify. Do you understand that they also said they had other celebrities on tape with him? So this is not just Diddy that's about to go down. A lot of people about to go down.
Blackmail.
Also, for a lot of people that are using this, I hate to be a whole venger right now, but a lot of people that's using this moment to like throw Jay-Z under the bus, Beyonce under the bus. I seen some people try to throw Nicki Minaj under the bus. People try to throw Usher under the bus. For a lot of people using this time to be like, oh, you see, I told you, these false prophets that you guys keep loving their music, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be honest with you, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because I'm going to point out the hypocrisy. Because when we came to Bill Cosby, you guys wanted to defend Bill Cosby until your dying day. Some people still defending R. Kelly to this day. R. Kelly, my nigga. And we all knew about R. Kelly. And we still was stepping in the name of love. We all knew about R. Kelly. Y'all niggas were still couldn't wait for another episode of Trapped in the Closet to drop. We all knew about what the fuck he was doing. And no one get batted an eye. We knew about the shit that R. Kelly did to Aaliyah. God rest her soul. And no one gave a fuck. Like, Phil, am I wrong on that?
You ain't wrong, man.
So I don't want to hear the hypocrisy and everyone trying to point the finger now like, hey, I know Diddy's in jail, but when we going to lock up Jay-Z? When we gonna lock up Beyonce? When we gonna lock up Nicki Minaj? When we gonna lock up Usher? When we gonna lock up this person, that person, this person, that person? It's like, can we focus on Diddy right now? Like, we finally got this sicko of an individual out of the industry, and this sicko of an individual who, I'm gonna keep saying alleged, because obviously we're gonna wait till he's convicted for us to give, finally the final hammer and the final, gavel or whatever, Law and Order sound effect, dun dun. But it's the fact of you guys are using this moment to shit on other celebrities, and
Black
celebrities specifically. It's so corny to me, bro. Like, when Harvey Weinstein went down, I didn't hear nobody saying, I want to see Ben Affleck go down. I want to see, what's the dude's name? Matt Damon or George Clooney, Julia Roberts. Who was the young lady that was one of his victims? She was an actress in the Iron Man movies, and
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Like, I didn't hear nobody say anything about them. Everyone was like, oh, how could they not know? Like, were they that scared to say anything? How do you guys think it's not the same thing with some of these black celebrities or some of these black victims? It's kind of weird to me. And then the last thing I want to say on this topic, I want to say two more things. Actually, before the last thing I say on this topic, to some of you black celebrities, like a Faison Love and Lil Boosie, Faison Love, Lil Boosie, and even Dr. Umar, who sat there when Cassie submitted this lawsuit back in December. And I'm not saying I'm trying to defend Cassie. Cassie could have her own day in court for that to, really speak her truth. But for all you that called this originally a money grab, you look fucking stupid right now. For all of you that are still trying to defend this man, you look fucking stupid right now. For all of you that's sitting there banging on the table, trying to defend this man, banging on the table, talking about, oh, well, we need to get this person and that person. Yo, let's not worry about that right now. Our focus right now is Diddy. Our next focus could be the next person that gets caught, then the next person, the next person. Cat Williams opened a portal that we can't close for this year, and I'm loving it. I'm not saying I'm loving it as a content creator. I'm loving it because the people who need to be behind bars and need to answer for their crimes and what they've done to women, children, and men, to human beings, I'm happy that they're getting their day where they're going under the jail. I'm happy about it, personally. So, for you guys, I wish... Can we get a bro what you want for those guys real quick, bro?
Absolutely. Oh, hold on, let me find it.
For Faison Love, Lil Boosie, and Dr. Umar.
Like, bro, what you want?
Thank you, bro. The last thing I'm gonna say before I transition to the next topic, I wonder how it feels, man, right now to be Cassie, who is happily married right now, has 2 kids. She's in a beautiful marriage, what it seems like, and somebody like Aubrey O'Day, whose career was completely derailed because of Diddy.
Right.
Or like a Dawn Richards, who was in Danity Kane with with Aubrey O'Day. How does she feel? She feels vindicated. All these artists, especially the women, who had to go through so much BS with this dude, and all the rumors that people were not listening to them, it finally came out that what these victims were saying was true. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, believe black women, blah, blah, blah. But it's not just black women. There's Hispanic women in this situation. There's white women in this situation. Yo, I'm going to be real with you. I hope they subpoena J-Lo. I want to see what J-Lo got to say on the stand. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. I want to see what J-Lo got to say on the stand. I want to see what Jenny on the Block is really going to stand on business. Real talk. Because remember, she went through that Shine bullshit with the Lincoln Navigator back in, 99, 2000 with that shit.
Yeah. She's the one who shot the gun.
Supposedly, right?
Yeah.
So, to those victims, the men, women, children, everybody who felt powerless, felt like they didn't have a voice, who didn't have a backbone or like a leg to stand on because how powerful this man was. And you guys finally got to see firsthand that the whole thing is crumbling down around him. And I want to say to you guys for finally standing up for yourselves, for finally speaking out, for speaking the actual truth, not just your truth, the actual truth. Yo, I can do nothing else but applaud you guys. Real talk. I want to say thank you for stepping up and doing your thing. So to Bad Boy as a record label staff and mother effing crew, fuck y'all. Like I saw an AI of somebody playing All About the Benjamins, with Diddy, Kim, and the Locks. And Diddy's verse, somebody AI'd it to Jadakiss' voice, right? Which I'm not against because Jadakiss is the one who wrote that verse for Diddy. And I kind of like it. And I wish we could do that for a couple more songs. Like, yo, you know what's crazy, bro? I can't even listen to I Need a Girl no more.
I need a girl to rape.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. We're gonna have to beep that out. But it also like on some real shit though. Like I can't listen to I Need a Girl no more. I can't listen to Missing You. I guess I know what you're gonna be missing. You're gonna be missing the freedom that you had.
Oh,
That's what you're gonna be missing, the freedom that you had, bro. But anyways, man, Diddy, man, like I said, to Bad Boy as a staff, label, and mother effing crew, forget y'all. Real talk. Fuck y'all. Anyways, to the next topic, from somebody getting arrested to two guys getting canceled. I'm gonna talk about ShxtNGigs. Yo, if you guys don't know who ShxtNGigs are, they're a UK podcast. They're pretty popular. If you have a TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you have seen these two guys. They go by James and Fuhad. James is the light-skinned one. Fuhad is the black one. If I'm not mistaken, James is biracial, black and white, and Fuhad is Nigerian. Like I said, they're from the UK. They're from London, if I'm not mistaken. But James and Fuhad are really popular podcasters in this content creator space. James and Fuhad really kicked off, were really like skyrocketed into popularity because of their friendship. Is, if you watch some of their videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you can see how pure that friendship is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that friendship is similar to my friendship with my best friend Trey. It's just something that's pure. It's kind of like the bros, like that's my nigga, that's my guy, that's my right hand man. To speak on James and Fuhad, they were on a U.S. tour for their podcast. They came to Orlando, New York City, Boston, I think Houston, Atlanta, all these places where there's, a high population of African American people. Mm-hmm. They made a couple of guest podcast appearances while they were here in the States as well. One of their guest podcast appearances, actually two of them got in trouble, but the first one that got them in trouble was something that happened over 2 months ago on the Flagrant podcast. If you guys don't know what the Flagrant podcast is, it's with Oshkosh, right? Oshkosh or Agash?
okay.
Agash Singh.
Andrew Schultz.
And Andrew Schultz, yes. Those two guys are comedians. If you guys have not watched the Flagrant podcast, the name of the podcast in itself is called the Flagrant Podcast. They say flagrant jokes. That's non-PC. PC is politically corrective. So if you even listen to the Flagrant podcast and listen to ShxtNGigs, you could kind of see the contrast in style of comedy and how they do their thing. While I'm moving my hands back and forth like I'm Donald Trump. But you can kind of see the difference in their comedic styles. And Andrew Schultz on the podcast made a joke about black women. And James and Fuhad, two black men, laughed about it and kind of laughed it off and kind of joined into the joke. A little awkwardly, but they joined into the joke. I do want to preface again, they're getting canceled this week while this episode that you guys listen to is coming out, even though this podcast episode that they're getting canceled for happened two months ago. I just want to preface that for a second. The next podcast they were on, I believe they were on the Poor Minds podcast. I forgot the two young ladies who were on that podcast as well, but they were talking about the beautiful woman in Atlanta. James and Fuhad said, yo, Atlanta is clapped. If you guys don't know what UK slang is, clapped means ugly. Clap means, like they're hit, ugly, fugly. They look like, body like Ashanti, body like Ashanti, booty like Beyonce, face like Andre is what they're saying. So they've been heavily criticized for laughing along to these jokes and making these statements for cities that are heavily black and African American. People think because of that, they're anti-black women. They're not protecting black women. Yo, I want to say how ridiculous it is that the internet is piling on them. But I do want to say to them, to James and Fuhad, this is your first time going through adversity when it comes to the internet. And I want to say to you guys are handling it with grace and beauty. The reason why I say that, you guys gave her a sincere apology, which I believe that apology was sincere because I can see that they felt like they did something wrong. I want to say to the internet, if you really are upset about something, whether this is black women, white women, whoever it is, if you really are upset about something, why don't you just react in a moment? Why did you wait 2 months after these episodes came out that now want to pile onto these guys and make it seem like they offended you beyond belief? If you were so offended, why weren't you offended 2 months ago? Are you only offended now because other people on the internet saying that they're offended? So you want to join in on the crowd and pile onto them? I'm not apologizing or defending these guys. I'm just more so saying, I think the timing is kind of weird. Don't you think, Phil?
A little bit.
It's a little weird, right? Like months later now you want to be offended? That's kind of weird to me, bro.
Yeah.
But I do want to say how much I do enjoy those two guys' content, man. Because
I like them.
Their content is really good, bro, and it's really genuine and pure. Like, and they do a lot of great things when they do come over to the States. They do a lot of great podcasts. A lot of people who do this podcasting thing and this content created thing space in the United States, when these guys come over, people are like, there's a long line of trying to get them on to your show. Because these guys are honestly, they just exude and pour like energy and happiness and just purity when they record or when they make their content. Now, before I pass on to this next topic, I do want to say to the black women out there who are truly offended by what happened and what these jokes have been. I'm not going to repeat the joke. That's why I haven't repeated the jokes. Yo, to the black women out there, and this is kind of another segue from the last topic I was talking about with Diddy. To the black women out there, man, I want you to understand that you're strong, you're beautiful, you're courageous, you're the most amazing thing that we have on this earth and the most disrespected thing that we have on this earth. I'm not going to say have on this earth. You guys have saved us, and I want to mean us. I'm not just saying black men. I'm saying society in general. You guys have saved us from so many evil things in the world. You guys have tried to warn us about so many evil things in the world. I want you to understand this shit right here with this podcasting thing. Don't let this take you off your path. Black women, you guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful. You guys are humble, bodacious. You know, I'm gonna say I love me a good black woman. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, black women, don't feel like this is the end all be all because they may have offended you on a podcast. Listen, stand up and keep it pushing. If you don't want to listen to them no more, just unsubscribe. Don't give them your tweets. Don't give them the energy of you typing your fingers. Stand up and just ignore them. Just ignore them. F it. Who cares? Fuck them. Anyways, to the next topic. From talking about black women and people being abused, let's get a little funny time. You ready, Phil?
All right.
We're gonna talk about Apple's newest iOS 16, ladies and gentlemen. Is it iOS 16?
No, it's 18.
It's 18, right? I'm tripping. It's 18. I said 16. So the new iOS 18. Should I talk about the features first before I start going in?
Go for it, because I have 10 iPhones, but I don't use them for talking. So let me know. I have an Android phone, so tell me what's up.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the iOS 18. Thank you for hitting me up with that. So the iOS 18. Let's talk about some of these features. Give me 1 second, guys. I have in my notes all the features.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's say, okay, Phil, let's say you have an Android, right?
Yep.
Are you able to lock your messaging apps specifically to where like you can only unlock it with like your fingerprint or like your face?
I think you can lock all apps just by choosing to lock them.
Right. On the new iOS, they just introduced that to messaging.
Oh.
So somebody like me who's a dirtbag and I love cheating and I love stepping out, I finally got something to help me out.
I'm clipping that.
Listen, you can clip it all you want. The name of the podcast is Serious Sarcasm. And if you feel offended by what I'm about to say in this segment, in the next segment, guess what? Look at the first 30 seconds of every episode. Anyways, for somebody like me who likes to step out, out on the streets, Phil, and just be out here slinging and winging it, something like this is great for me, bro. This is amazing. Like, on Google Chrome where you can do like the private browsing.
Mm-hmm.
I can lock my messages similar to that. Like, so when my side chick hit me up and she sent me the nudes, like, yo, when you done with shorty, pull up. I could have it locked. Like, this is amazing, bro. Apple stay looking out for us. for us dirtbags, us cheaters, Apple keep looking out for us. Straight up. Like, and you know what's crazy too, Phil? Like, I was one of those guys when I was really toxic. I was one of those guys like, yo, you want to keep going through my phone? I'm going to leave something in there for you to find.
Ooh.
I'm going to leave something in there. Keep trying me. I'm going to leave something in there for you to find. Real talk. Keep playing with me. But now, Apple's made it so much easier for me to just live in peace. I can go to sleep now with my phone on the nightstand and I have to worry about my whoever's next to me reaching over and like trying to type in my passcode because now my messages specifically have my face lock on it and I'm sleeping, so you can't even unlock it because my eyes not open. How does it feel? You're not gonna be able to read my messages. So when Cynthia and Patricia and Maria, I'm saying a lot of Spanish names. That's kind of weird. Are going through, or sending the nudes, sending the pancake nipple areolas, you know, the titties.
I love those.
The pancake nipples. You can't see them. My message is going to be now like John Cena. You can't see me, fam. You can't see me. I'm happy. I love it here. I love it. Cheating, you know. But besides, I mean, honestly, besides that, Apple also added a new feature to the Photos app, I believe. It was a couple of new features. A couple of new features to your calendar. A couple of new features to. There was something else they added that had nothing to do with cheating. I forgot what it was. Hold on, let me find it. There was something else they added that had nothing to do with cheating, and I was kind of laughing about it when I seen it.
I think you can now send Android people messages.
That's what it was. You can finally send Android people like iMessages. Like, you know, if I double tap and give somebody who has an Android a thumbs up, it doesn't pop up on their phone that says Jay liked a message, and it puts the message. It just says, like, you know, I send a thumbs up. Yo, the fact that Apple finally allowed this, because a lot of people think, oh, the green bubble was a Android thing, like something wrong with Android. No, it was Apple not letting us, you know, communicate or interact with Android phones or phones that are non-Apple in that way. Now that Apple finally heard the call of so many people and finally, you know, put their pride to the side and allowed this is dope. I finally, that Dominican girl I got, you know, in DR who got that WhatsApp, I ain't got to message her on WhatsApp no more, bro. I can message her directly. And then when she sent me the news late at night when I'm laying next to Shorty, you know, I'm not getting in trouble no more. You know what I'm saying? Or the Colombian chick I got, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Kali, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. We outside this fall and winter. I'm about to say the summer, but we outside this fall and winter. It's cuffing season? Nah, bro. It's cheating season. Thank you, Apple. Aye. Anyways, yo, imagine that Apple clipped that up and made that as a joke for the next commercial.
That's our next commercial.
That's the next commercial. Kind of, it's gonna show my face. It's gonna be like the silhouette. Remember, like the old iTunes commercials with the iPods.
Oh yeah, somebody dancing in the background.
Yo, for real.
Somebody cheating.
It's gonna be somebody cheating in the background. It's gonna be my voiceover, like thank you so much, Apple. I get to cheat in peace again. Anyways, y'all. Besides the cheating in peace in Apple, man, my next topic. Once again, if you guys feel offended by what I'm about to say, look at the first 30 seconds of every episode and the last 30 seconds of every episode, and then you guys will be fine. Let's talk about OnlyFans. OnlyFans, if you guys don't know, is a online website, and it's very interactive for people who have fans who do corn, who are corn stars or up and coming corn stars, who have content that, you know what the crazy thing about OnlyFans? It wasn't originally for that. It was really just similar to like Patreon.
Yep. I had OnlyFans when it first started, and it was just pictures of fans.
Out here swinging dick.
No, I'm for real. It was literally just pictures of ceiling fans.
Phil, so help me God. If you had an OnlyFans picture, you holding a microphone or you editing naked, so help me God, bro. So help me God.
It was just pictures of fans.
All right, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. I want to talk about the owner of OnlyFans. He goes by the name of, give me 1 second. I had his name right here. Leonid Radvinsky. I know his last name is Radvinsky for sure.
But so a Ukrainian guy.
Yes. He bought OnlyFans in 2018. Since then, OnlyFans has skyrocketed in popularity, specifically during COVID, because everybody was at home horny with their stimulus checks and didn't know what to spend it on. So instead of spending it on toilet paper and disinfectant when they ran out the stores, guess what? OnlyFans.
Yeah.
If you can't disinfect your toilet and the things that you touch, you can just touch yourself. And you can have 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube like Diddy. Anyways, back to OnlyFans. So there's been a bit of a controversy over the past year and a half over OnlyFans, because over the past few years, the owner of OnlyFans, after he bought it in 2018, over the past 2 years now, he's made over $1 billion in profits because of the content creators on OnlyFans. Now, a lot of people are upset about this. Me, I think it's amazing. I'm happy to be one of the people that invested in him and gave him and helped him get his $1 million. I got some OnlyFans chick I'm still subscribed to.
Really?
Yes, and I'd be I'll be knocking it off like,
Really?
I'll be playing Wu-Tang Clan in the background with my headphones on while she playing with herself. I'll be like, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. Wait, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. Wait, that's me. That's me, bro. That's me.
I met an OnlyFans model yesterday in here. She wants to do a show.
What's her name?
I won't tell you on the air, but I'll show you.
Oh, okay. If
She has the biggest ass I have ever seen.
is she like short?
Nope.
Oh, she's tall.
Very tall.
Okay, I thought it was there's a short girl that we'll talk off camera. But I'm happy that I was able to bust a few nuts with $5 a month to able to invest and help this guy out. I don't do that no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't subscribe to people's OnlyFans because at this point, for you women who do have OnlyFans, hold on, Phil. I would appreciate it so much if you clip this real quick because this is gonna be a good short. Fellas attention fellas, if you subscribe to a girl's OnlyFans, I'm gonna teach you a trick on how not to subscribe to her OnlyFans and still get to see her content. If you see a girl that you really want to subscribe to her OnlyFans, just take her OnlyFans name, copy and paste it into Google, and I guess you could put XXX, so the porn stuff pops up, you know what I'm saying? The corn stuff pops up, and guess what? It's gonna show you her videos and pictures. Because 9 times out of 10, it already got leaked. 9 times out of 10, she already posted a preview of the video that you probably want to see on Twitter already. So instead of paying $20 for a full 10-minute video, you could just watch you could watch the first 30 seconds for free on Twitter and just, let's be real. Make your life easier. Oh my God. Now, that's not me against sex workers because I want sex workers to make their money. I'm going to be real with you. I think if you do corn, OnlyFans, what's the other thing? I think it's called like Fan Central, Citro, whatever it's called. I want you guys to make your money. I really do. But times is hard. Inflation is crazy. I don't want to subscribe $10 a month for you to only post one picture a month. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to your Twitter and I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll to when you first started OnlyFans and you had all them nudes up there and you was playing with yourself on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go on Reddit. Oh, I'm going to go on Reddit. Yeah. That's where it's at. Reddit. That's where it's at. Right, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at. It's on Reddit. I'm going to go on Reddit. And I'm like, I'm the real beat king. Play with me if you want to. Rest in peace to my mans. But I'm the real beat king. Like Kendrick said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Freaky ass nigga. That's me. Knocking them out. Play with me if you want to. Actually, don't play with me. I'm good. But to that, to the CEO and owner of OnlyFans, man, I'm happy I was able to help invest in your company to get you where you're at.
Did you see though regarding OnlyFans though? So last year, I think all of the OnlyFans models or staff made a total of $6.6 billion, and that was more than the entire NBA salaries.
Yeah, I seen that, and it made me laugh. It genuinely made me laugh. But did you see also about that the caveat to that is that almost over 90-something percent. It's 90-something percent of people who are listed as creators on TikTok, on OnlyFans, actually made over more than $1,000.
Say again?
So it's like I think it's like 90-something percent of creators
don't make that much.
Oh,
okay.
Don't make more than $1,000.
Okay, wow.
But the ones who are, that small 10% who are like, yo, I'm the top 3% on creator on OnlyFans. They're the ones who are actually making money.
Wow. So 10% of they're making $66 billion.
Exactly. Because remember, a lot of them, I'm gonna call a spade, y'all. A lot of them already had a following on other social media platforms because they had a fat ass, because they had, the BBL, because they had the yitties, you know what I'm saying? Because they had the pancake nips. I love it, I love it here. Or they had the lip injections, or they already had a strong following on social media. So they started OnlyFans to make money. So a lot of them already had people who were already trying to pay them for nudes or feet pics or whatever. So they went on OnlyFans and now they're making even more money. Now they really making their money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them already had a following. So some of these young women who are trying to start OnlyFans and you only have 200 followers or 1,000 followers, trust me right now, I'll let you know right now, it's kind of similar to this podcasting game. You're not going to start out, killing it right away. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I didn't start out killing it. Like, I'm hitting my stride right now, but I didn't start out killing this. So I'm just giving you a heads up right now. If you start OnlyFans today and you only got like 200 followers, it's not looking really good for you, shorty. But, I still want to see the nipples, Phil, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Can you just put my @name right there on the bottom of the screen? To the OnlyFans girls that want to send some nudes, right there at Mr. JDEROSIER, Mr. JMRJDEROSIER. Go ahead and send them nudes over here. You know what I'm saying? To my audio listeners, for those who can't see me, I look different outside my work clothes. I'm fine as hell. I'm like 6'8", Get it sexy. Anyways, to the OnlyFans girls, make your money. I'm not hating on y'all. I want y'all to make y'all money.
Would you date an OnlyFans girl?
You know what's crazy? You want to laugh at something?
What's up?
I've been offered by a couple of OnlyFans girls to just be the penis in their videos.
And you said no?
No comment.
Okay.
No face, no case. No, I'm joking. I said no. I said no. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, like I said to the owner, man, I'm happy I was able to invest in your company, and you got some money out of me. Because for the young women I was subscribed to, shout out to them. I don't know what they're doing in their lives now. I haven't subscribed to anybody's OnlyFans in like years now, since like 2021. I think was the last time I was subscribed to a girl's OnlyFans, something like that. So yeah, I'm good. I'm over the whole that part of my life where I was just horny all the time and just knocking things out left and right. Yo, so that is the end of the episode. But before we end this episode, we got a great Bro What You Want segment today.
I'm like, bro, what you want?
So guys, Phil specifically, let me ask you a question, bro.
Okay.
If you're talking to somebody, right, and you misspeak, right, how would you correct yourself?
I would say, excuse me, or I would just correct myself and say, sorry, I didn't mean to say that, or I was incorrect.
Okay. What if you said the N-word by mistake, or you said a derogatory term to another race while speaking on that race? How would you feel about that? You would be like, damn, I effed up, or would you just keep talking?
I would be exposed, so I probably would just power through it. And be like,
Well, you sound just like this editor-in-chief of the National Review. His name is Rich Lowry. And ladies and gentlemen, he was speaking on something that's very near and dear to my heart. Phil, can we roll the clip?
Calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds.
He said it. He said the N-word. He said it. He said it. He said,
Calling
play it one time,
to complain about Haitian migrants.
He said it. You heard it. You heard it. You heard it.
Calling
you heard it.
to complain about Haitian migrants.
You heard it. He said it again. He said it again. Jesus Christ. Yo, he said, okay, so I want to explain why he was even speaking on Haitian migrants or Haitian N-words, as he said. Ladies and gentlemen, he was a guest on the show of Megyn Kelly. If you don't know who Megyn Kelly is, Megyn Kelly used to be a contributor for Fox News till she was damn near fired because Trump was beating, I'm not gonna say beating her back in sexually, but like beating her back in the sense of Trump was against her. And pretty much all Fox News people were kind of like, yo, we hate Megyn Kelly. And then, of course, we all know all the lawsuits and sexual misconduct that happened at Fox News that Megyn Kelly stepped away from Fox News as well. That's who Megyn Kelly is. Megyn Kelly's still on her MAGA far-right conservative brain. Like I said before, I'm not talking about politics. I'm not speaking on politics until after the election, even though they claim that we're eating the dogs and the cats. If you guys don't know, I am I'm going to say the president. I am the youngest child of 2 Haitian immigrants. If you guys did not know, I probably represent my family and my country when I say sac passe, na boule, na compé, na pose. For those who did not know, I am Haitian. If you didn't know by the last name already, I am a Haitian American. Well, I'm an American citizen, obviously. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and raised in New York. But my family is from Haiti. From this visit that Rich Lowry was having on the Megyn Kelly show, they were talking about the Haitian migrants and these rumors that are being falsely spread from Orange Trump and JD Vance about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Illinois, eating cats and dogs or eating the goose and geese in these neighborhoods, in some of these communities in that city. Also, I want to say that the young lady who originally started the rumor about Haitians eating these cats and dogs and calling them illegal migrants, she admitted on the Facebook post that she originally made when she made this joke that she said it as a joke and she didn't want anybody to take it as true. And still, JD Vance, Donald Trump, ran with the story to the point where they used it as a way to, I guess, spew a hateful rhetoric about my people. This is not the first time I've gone through this in my life when it comes to being Haitian. This is not the last time I'm going to go through it. But listen, this was actually pretty fucking funny. Phil, roll the clip one more time.
Calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking.
So for
Calling
Rich Lowry,
to complain about Haitian migrants.
Oh, my
Calling
iPad's broken.
to complain about Haitian migrants.
Oh crap! What the hell is
Calling
happening?
to complain about Haitian migrants.
So
Okay, I got it.
here's the thing. Mr. Rich Lowry said he tried to say Haitian migrants.
It's not even a close word.
Migrant nigger. And he said an ER, like hard ER. Play it one more time.
Calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese.
Yo, I want to say that it's crazy that this situation of these lies that's being spewed about the Haitian community, it's crazy to me, bro, that I can't say that. If I say that, I'm throwing down on another minority. I can't do that. But it's crazy to me that this like narrative that's being ran with is bringing so much light on how good Haitian food actually is. I'm gonna be real with you. This is how I know Donald Trump and JD Vance don't know the West Indies or Caribbean people at all. The real thing about Caribbean people, we don't eat cats supposedly. So now that you guys are saying we eating cats and dogs, you know how many women have been in my DMs now? Like, oh, I hear you eat the cat and you Haitian. Like, what's poppin', Poppy?
No way.
I had 2 girls say that to me. I kid you not, bro. 2 girls say that to me. I kid you not. And I died laughing when I seen it because they said it as a joke. One of them I know she was saying as a half joke because she.
All right.
Thought I was feeling you? That nigga munch. But yeah, like I said, man, to JD Vance, to Donald Trump, to Rich Lowry, I want to say this.
I'm like, bro, what you on?
And before I move on, I do want to give a shout out to a NBA team too, speaking on the Haitian community. And that's the Miami Heat franchise. Phil, did you know that the Miami Heat franchise is the only professional sports franchise that spoke out against this narrative that's being painted about Haitian immigrants?
Wow, did not know that.
The only sports franchise. Mind you, there are plenty of Haitians in Springfield, I was going to say Arizona, Springfield, Illinois, which is near Chicago. Who plays in Chicago? The Bulls. The Bears as well, the Chicago Bears as well, and Blackhawks. There's a lot of Haitian immigrants in the beautiful city I grew up in, which is New York. And I haven't heard anything from the Knicks, Yankees, Mets, Nets, Islanders. The Devils is Jersey, but you know what I mean. Same thing with Boston. Haven't heard anything to be fair, I'm not gonna hear anything from the Boston Celtics. Well, you know how Boston is.
No, Boston people are saying shit like this.
To complain about Haitian
Jesus Christ. But I haven't heard anything from Boston. Haven't heard anything from Atlanta, where it has a high population of Haitian immigrants as well. I'm missing another city. Oh, the city that we live in, Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, the Magic.
Haven't heard anything from the Magic or Orlando City soccer team, but the Miami Heat stood up because, as we all know, when it comes to immigration, Miami and New York are probably the 2 most popular cities that people immigrate to. And Miami, of course, Miami has a town in it called Little Haiti, just like they have a little town in it called, I think it's Little Havana, if I'm not mistaken, right? For the Cubans. So the Miami Heat franchise did send an official statement where they condemned the hateful comments on social media amid the surge of false claims targeting the community of Haitian immigrants and Haitian migrants. I do want to say thank you to the Miami Heat, Pat Riley, to everybody who's in the Miami Heat franchise. I'd like to say thank you to you guys for stepping up to the plate. I do appreciate it as a Haitian immigrant. I'm still an Orlando Magic fan. But this is the one moment I can truly say that I want the Heat to win a championship soon, because this made me so proud.
Nice.
This genuinely made me so proud. To the Miami Heat, thank you so much for stepping up. I appreciate you guys. But to end this episode on a lighter and funner note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. On behalf of myself, the Serious Sarcasm Podcast family, and Phil, we want to end this episode off on the musical stylings of
Donald Trump.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
Seeing red, so don't push me. Ain't Donald Trump trying to grab him by the... Said it was some Haitians, somewhere out in Springfield. Women doing cartwheels.
Have you seen Garfield?
Eat the cat.
Have you seen Snowball?